Okay, my friends, while I'm cleaning this up, let's have a talk. Even though I'm a federal officer, if an officer of the law, like say at the state mental hospital with the cops that are guarding the mental hospital, if one of them asks you to do something, like they asked me to stop recording, so I did. Then they asked me to sit down on the curb while they took my ID. And I asked them if they wanted to check my bags for weapons. They didn't even want to look in my bag because they already knew there's no weapons in my bag. They know that that's a bunch of bullshit. But if he asks you to do something, you do it. And then you don't have to be hurt by those cops because I'm telling you, I mean, I could kick all their asses, but I don't want to. And the one that was running his mouth to me yesterday at the state mental hospital that said, you know, I've asked you already, I'm going to take those away from you if you don't stop. I could just freaking keep recording him and freaking be rude and put him straight to Facebook saying that crap, but I wouldn't because he's an officer and he's just doing his job. He's been told but they didn't even check me coming in. The whole place was wide open, and even the lady that I talked to that did my evaluation said, this place needs to check its security. And I said, yes, it does, at all the gates, because that gate was wide open. And then when I walked through, the guy walked right past me. Then he came back, and then he said, oh, yeah, I saw him coming in, walking in and recording. And, yeah, you did, and you didn't stop me. You just stood there. You didn't say a word. I mean, if you knew that I wasn't supposed to be recording when I waved at you, why did you not say anything? I mean, you should have said, sir, you shouldn't be recording in here. And, why are you walking in through the back gate? Who are you? But they already know who I am. Like the one officer, Jason, when I was over there, I looked right at him and said, it's good to see you. And she said, do you know each other? And I said, I know him. He's not going to say he knows me. But then later, when I asked him if I could get a soda, I hadn't even said my name yet. And he said, Jason, just be cool, okay? Don't. And I was like, I knew you freaking knew who I was. He's trying to act like he didn't even know me. And his name's Jason, and I know who he is from the state mental hospital when I was there before. And everybody that was an officer came. And even, some of the counselors when I was there came up and through. And I was like, good to see you guys. Because I know all of their faces, and I know exactly who they are. But I don't call them out by name. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do that to people. I don't act like, and that's just the way I am. I don't act like I'm anybody. I don't act like I'm freaking anything, and I am something. And they want to act like I'm nobody. And then the one officer told me down at the sheriff's office when I told him, I'll come back here and inspect this place. And when I do, I'm going to fire a bunch of you for the crap that you're doing. He was like, oh, you ain't nobody. And I told the girl, I'll freaking have MPs from Fort Carson and 10th Special Forces from 82nd Airborne Division freaking descend in here and take over this building. And she said, bring a peanut butter sandwich. And I was like, okay, you guys think I'm joking. I'm not. When I come back, I'll take over this whole freaking city and get rid of all of you. I mean, I'm not fucking playing with you. When my alien brothers get here, and I don't know when they're coming, trust me, they've just told me to prepare. When they get here, and I got 220 weapons, I'll give each one to disabled veterans, and we'll march in there and take that fucking place over, take it away from you if you're going to freaking be stupid to the people, and you're going to hurt the people, and you're going to treat the people. I mean, when I was in there, they were friends with criminals and treating the good guys like crap. I mean, who does that? Who's best buddy with the criminal element and treats the good people like shit? I mean, there was a really nice guy in there that they finally stuck me in with him because he was like, yeah, let him be in with me. I mean, we were both in yellow, and you're not supposed to, when you're in a felony and you're a criminal that could hurt other patients or other criminals, you're not really supposed to put the two of them together. And they were. They were doing all kinds of things that they weren't supposed to do, and I'll read you it in my paperwork. But the one guy was really, really cool, and, they wanted to act like there's not enough room in the prison so that I could put in my paperwork that we need to get a new prison. And no, we don't. We just need to clean that one up. And they're just being stupid and being petty. I mean, I've already said this before. We could clean that prison up and make it better, just like I can clean this stuff up from the garbage and use it and make a full-on business. I mean, I'll show you all the stuff from the Blockbuster, all the stuff that was in the garbage. When I'm done with it, you will never even know it was garbage. And I had already done this all with my Sprint phone before and recorded it all that they took when they came and broke into my house. And what I was going to do and the business I was going to be, the Blockbuster. And I told Jason, the little kid that was stealing from me, I told him exactly what I was going to do since McKinley wanted me to turn the house back into a Blockbuster. I was going to make the bottom part into a gaming room, make the top part into a computer room, and knock out the floor and make the third level into my house. And that was no joke. That's what I was going to do. And I wasn't going to knock out the floor to put in a frickin', worried about frickin'. I wasn't, that's a bunch of garbage. I wasn't frickin' going to do what I said I was going to do. That stuff was just because they were watching me. I wasn't really going to frickin' make submachine guns in my attic and fucking kill everybody and their mother and, that stuff is garbage. And they know it's garbage. They know I don't do that. And they're still acting like I do. And that's why I told you. They're an act, but when I try to act, they freaking use it all against me. But they're acting the whole time like they're good, God-fearing people when they know that they're freaking aliens. They're not even freaking people. They've been manipulating DNA forever. Been playing with our DNA. And that's what Chris Stokely was saying when he offered me $325,000, and I told them, you better take that down off the server before my people hear that crap. Chris Stokely was 100% right, and he mentioned the exact place where they were doing it, where they were testing on people, on druggies. And oh my God, I was like, oh shit. That was, I told them, you better take that down, take that server down right now. Wipe that shit clean before my people hear that. And they are listening in on us right now. I told them. All right, late.